So I was explaining this part of uploading a document.
Yeah.
So this is where you upload a certificate of incorporation, so that it's very easy for KRA to approve your application.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't validate here, then it will take long. Because when you submit this document of the certificate of incorporation, they will not have so many questions. So you get your PIN immediately. And then now, that is then when you come now to the section D, this is where you put the directors of the
company.
Of the company. So assuming like a director, and then if you put a PIN of a director, let me put this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the first name is the nature of the association. So maybe a director, and then it will ask you for the PIN. It will ask you for the PIN. If you put the PIN, it will populate everything. So let me try to put this PIN. Can see, so if you put that PIN, it will populate your all information. So what you just need to do is just click add, and then you put another director if it is more than one director. But today a company will allow one director. Before ilikuwa at least one director, ilikuwa more than one director. So but saizi ni one person can be a director.
Director.
So if you have so many, you just put the PIN, then you click add, and then E, you don't declare anything because we are applying for the PIN. So we don't need to declare to put the PIN because we have not yet got that PIN. So E, there is no any information. You need to put this arithmetic value. But zingine zinabaki tu iko hivyo. Then once you have done, you click submit. No, like imekuambia nini, choose a file to upload. So that one will take you back now to applicate the basic one. So here you upload the certificate of incorporation. So that now take the first part, that is a PIN registration. So unless there is any verification unataka, then maybe now we can list the tax in tunaenda kufanya.
Hiyo business iko direct.
Yes, ya business iko direct, iko haina
iko direct.
Yeah. So this class tunaenda tuta cover how to file like a company, ukienda individual. So tutaanza na najua utakuwa more interested, tunataka kufanyia watu returns, ndio?
Actually, yeah, I'm doing this for personal issues.
Yes.
But I can help a friend. I can help someone to file returns.
But you see, the reason why I don't like filing returns, because if someone to approach you as an approbation to file the tax return, you will not charge like for that cyber guys, because cyber guys are charge 150, no? So why do we compete now 150? So unasema filing your returns, wacha ipange tu hivi, unless kuna watu like 20 people wenye unafailia ama 30 people ya 150, and then they cannot compensate.
But can you really charge someone 150 shillings to file returns as a professional?
Huwezi charge hiyo. So hata kama if it is a nil return, then as a professional itabidi you charge like a 5,000. If you are a registered profession, because you as a profession, you pay the membership fee, right?
Yes.
Where will you get that money to pay for membership fee? It is from your service. So you can now imagine paying 30,000 for annual membership fee and then charge someone 100 bob to file for return. It's not making like highlighter. So tutafile
I
now.
don't know, but
Yes,
for me, I'm doing it to gain the skills. I just want to be like at par.
yes. And yet you have to gain the skill, but also you will have to say you have to give to over what you know to other people, right?
I will, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think like I can start charging you 150 to
Mhm.
file the return. Acha, let me just file for you. If you're someone I know, let me just file for you.
Yeah,
Because
and
I
then you
can
give it
just
to
imagine sitting in a laptop for over 1 hour
and
with
then
the
you can
internet your
charge.
time in Asumbua, and Kenyans are just Kenyans.
To me ndio
They will
napata
just come at the last minute.
ni avoid hizo like mnaanza kukasiriana na mtu juu ya return. Mimi naambia mimi sijuangi kufile return.
Eh,
Mm. That is the easiest way ya escape. So utapata we will now look at how to file individual tax. And
okay.
then now individual is just pay as you earn. Is that it fall under the income tax. And then when we come to number 2, which is the company, where now we have
Okay.
a lot of tax to file. Company turns and we'll start with the installment tax. And then once we go to the installment tax, we will do advanced tax.
Mm.
Then number 3, you can go to VAT and withholding tax. That's number 4. So that you will need to cover. Number 4, you can go to pay, which utapata pay iko na NSSF, NHIF na housing levy. And then now finally we go to the company, the corporate tax. The corporate tax. Yeah. So unapata ni like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So upata ni kitu list kadogo, but now when it comes to the actual work, pata kuna kazi. So utapata the first 2 hizi hazina kazi, right? Which so I will not even also start with the I will not start with the individual. So that I have to look at for, you must have the P9, call it call P9 form. Yes, but you don't need, that's why now if you go to cyber, they need that P9 form. But if you are a professional accountant, you don't need a P9 form to file for someone for income tax. You can go online and get all those information. So now, so let's start look at the installment tax. So what are the installment tax? So have you heard of installment tax?
Roughly.
Nimesikia tu watu wakisema, si ndio?
Na mdomo.
So I want to share the definition of installment tax, how do we get it? Because all this information, because it is a tax, so it's available in public domain. So if you go to KRA page, you get them, you get the KRA, the Income Tax Act, utapata hapo. If you got this finance bill yenye imekuja juzi, utazipata. So they are all over. So if you want just to learn, then you can get all these information on the KRA portal. So if you go to KRA portal, there is a lot of taxes
Mhm.
here, of which nimelist zote. I think ni gani nimelist. So utapata there is individual income tax, there is that is pay as you earn, withholding tax, installment tax, advance tax, value added, and hizi turnovers, ndio?
Yeah.
So installment is like it is a tax estimate income paid to the KRA periodically. So it in anticipation of tax payable for a future of income. So inasema is a form of advance tax. Is a form of advance tax. So you pay in advance. So you pay in advance. Na hii iko na 4 installment. So iko na 4 installment. Iko na 4 installment, and also it is payable by individual and also the non-individual or the company. Non-individual is the company. And then there is a that's why nilikwambia uwezi sema nataka kuwa expert in tax na ujui theory, si ndio?
Ni ukweli.
Like ukiangalia the second point inakwambia installment tax are not payable by a person who are subject to turnover, because turnover you pay annually. Saizi ni 35%, ndio? Tax turnover saizi according to the finance bill ni 35 ni 3% imesharudi. It's payable at the rate of 3% of the gross sales. So ni 3%. 3%. So if you are registered as a turnover, then you are not required to pay the installment tax. You are not required to pay installment tax. So another one, nasema the installment tax are paid by an individual taxpayer who have a tax liability that is not fully covered under payee. That is not fully covered under payee or over 100,000 payable in a year. You can be, do you know that you can be even liable to pay payee?
Why?
If the company you are working, they are just filing for payee online on iTax, but they are not submitting the payment. So if the KRA do assessment, you will not say I was working in ABC company. So the ABC company should be the one should be the one paying that amount. You are the one liable. You will be liable because it is under your name. So you make sure that if the company is that amechukua pin yako, una make sure that wana remit hizo taxes, ndio? There was a case last week ama ilikuwa last month. There was a case but individual the company hakuwa na submit hiyo payee. So but that person amekuwa liable. So we make sure that unasoma hizo cases. Hizo cases ndio inakusaidia kuelewa tax. Now, so the more important point here is to know when hizo installment tax iko due when. So we have a due date here. Say the installment are spread evenly at 25% of the tax due and payable on 20th day of the either 4th, that is April, June, September, na December of income for all taxpayer except those in agriculture sector. Yeah, so if you are in agricultural sector, then there is an option for you. You pay 75% night in the September and December. So that's why the workload iko kwa calculation na iko kwa principle. So hizi ndio tunaita principles of tax. Workload haiko kwa iTax. So unapata iTax ni like simu yako tu, kama ni iPhone, kama ni Samsung, kama ni Oppo, ni kwenda tu click submit, click submit. But the workload lies between the principles and how to compute for those tax. Now, how do you do estimation for this installment? It is not a mandatory. You can't pay or you don't pay, right? But if you have an income statement, that's why it is good to have accounting softwares which they can give you up-to-date financial statement. Like if I share one of my client QuickBook here, I share the income statement. Let me show you. So if it was that I want to pay for this client, that is the installment tax for December, and then I will come to report and then I do estimation. So I will say, in the report, if I go to the accountant report, that is a profit and loss for this year, this financial year. So I will get this company is more probably to pay around 5 million, right?
Yes.
Either 5 million or just approximation. If it is maybe this one, it is before adjustment. So you can say roughly around 3.2 million, right?
Yes.
That is your estimation, because you can see even in the definition of the installment tax, we have been told it is an estimation of the future tax or advance tax. So ukishajua at least tunaweza lipa 3.5 million, then you go now to iTax. You go to iTax. Go to iTax. And log in. Put another pin. For so once ukisha log in, unakuja kwa payment registration. Yes. So ukikuja kwa payment registration, very slow. Ukikuja kwa payment registration, you just click next. Hizi zingine zitapopulate automatic. Okay. So itakuja now, hizi zingine itapopulate. So the more important is tax aid. So kwa tax aid, it is the income tax. It is the income tax. Then sub aid, it is the installment. It is so it is fall under advance. Advance tax. Not even advance tax, the income tax still fall under the income tax. Fall under the income tax. And then now the payment type is the installment tax. Installment tax. So ukiweka installment tax and then itakuuliza the tax period. So we are doing, let's assume we are doing estimation of this year. Put that one. And then also here, installment prediction base, the current year. And then now here it put you estimated tax value. So the estimated tax value ni ile profit tulikuwa tumesema we are likely to pay a profit on 3.2 million profits, ndio?
Yes.
So it will take now, we have been told the rate is 25% of this amount. So 25% of that ndio utaiweka hapa. 32 2.5%. So which is around 80,000. 800, huh? So you would type, haitakuja automatic. 800,000 imeweka 8 million. So 800, huh? 800,000. But now unapata last, so maybe unapata hizi vitu haikwangi direct, so unapata enyewe najua kufanya hii kitu, but now when it comes to the real practical unapata iko more complicated. So unapata the client yenye unamfanyia last time walifanya installment tax, but they didn't declare that installment tax in the last financial year.
Yeah.
Yes, so unapata ukijaribu kufile another installment tax utapata carrier wanakuambia kindly please declare the credit forger number. So ukipata hiyo that's why unapata hapa na kuuliza installment forger number. So hiyo ndio utapata sasa kama huku claim that last year installment ndio utakuambia kindly declare that credit forger number. So hizo ndio unapata kwa hizo malinks ukitu. But kama hatuna, just click add. Utapata zinakuja hapa income tax and then the total amount to be paid. So once ukishaweka hivyo, just click mode of payment. If you want to do RTGS, then you can do RTGS. But if you don't want, just select other mode of payment. Mode of payment ni cash na check. Then you just submit. Yes. So umeona iTax haina maneno mingi, ndio? iTax ni kuclick tu ukienda. So the challenge,
bora uko unajua like the correct information to fill.
Yes, so long as you have the correct information to fill. So I think now for today tunaweza achia hapo because it was just an introduction. So that I give you even time to figure out hizo zenye tumefanya as we continue. We can even tunaweza amua tufanye zote at the end of the like in one session. But now kama unajua computation, unajua principle, then you can do that one. But now you see you have to go back to the principle, how to calculate it.
I think for today let's do this. So I know what to do, as in before the next class.
Yes.
I know where to look for. Like najua nikikuja the next class at least nitakuwa na information.
Now the best
I
way
need
to
the
learn
theory
this
part.
Is to get client. So hata akikuuliza do you know how to file return? Sema najua. Akikupea hizo file wewe ng'ang'ana, enda na hizo file ung'ang'ane. Kaa chini then tuangalie sasa naweza mpigia nani anisaidie. That's how I learned this thing. Hakuna like ukienda kampuni saa hizi most of the company they do specialization. So wewe utakaa kwa PE for the last 6 years ukifanya kwa hiyo PE. Hata mwenye yako hapo akienda retire, watu wanasema si kuna accountant mwingine huku. But hata kufile withholding tax ujui nini. Juu ulienda hapo ukafanya tu one apart. So now make sure that you tell people that you know. Because nowadays we sell what we know. We don't wait for the people to request what we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you can meet tomorrow on the same time.
Tomorrow? You're saying we meet tomorrow?
Yes.
No, I had told you I have classes.
Yes, you have
Yeah.
classes. Itakuwa Tuesday.
Tuesday, we settled on Tuesday and Thursday.
And Thursday.
Yes, because I have the quantitative classes on Monday and Wednesday.
Haukufanya exam ama zilikuwa za university?
Nini hizo?
Quantitative bado hujafanya exam, si ndio?
Bado. Si ndio tumeanza November.
Oh.
Yes. Apparently degrees in Kenya are so fake. I don't know, but you cannot
Degree
depend
ya
on your
Kenya.
degree. You come out
Huh?
to this world and you're like you don't know anything and you have been in school for 4 years.
It is you see, wenye wanafundisha
Mm.
ndio waliharibu. The system ya Kenya iko like system ndio mbaya. Na upate pia wao wenye wanafundishwa hawako serious, so zote zikaingiana. So ungepata like if you go to like if you are doing account, you go university 2 years, and then the last 2 years you go to the practical field. Unaona? Unapata unaambiwa ati you do 1 unit, you go and advance in that unit, and then to that unit unaweza koza but una apply in the field. So
you know the theory we used to learn in school. Okay, tumefanya tax, tumeguza tax juju, but you know the way teacher comes to class, anafunza, anabo, you are over 300 students, mko tu hapo mnamwangalia, nobody cares. Exam inakuja mna cram. So ukitoka exam room hata ukumbuki what is taxation.
That's why unapata quiz is about who is best in cramming.
Yeah, so nimekuja ku realize these skills, like the way now I'm learning about taxation. Now you've opened me about taxation, so I am going to do thorough research on taxation. Unaona? So by the end of maybe January, I'll be a pro in theory. So you cannot ask me, ama you cannot tell me anything about taxation which I'm not aware of.
And also it keep on changing. Like unapata the last pay yenye tulikuwa natumia last time imesha change, so it keep on changing. That's why unakuanga more updated.
Like the classes I'm taking
if you go to university today, if they are calculating pay, that is pay, the tax bracket yenye wanatumia ni ile yenye alikuwa anafunza nayo 2000 juu bado anajua hiyo structure yenye alikuwa anafunzia nayo 2000, sio?
People don't calculate pay in campus.
Ile bado ya kitambo, na saa hizi tumesha change, tuko karibu tunafika 35%, but yeye yake inaisha ngapi? 30%.
Yeah, but unaona the practical part yenye unasema ati people calculate pay, because me I've done economics and finance.
Yes.
I've never calculated pay anywhere. And about these things za data analysis, there's nowhere they teach you about data analysis.
That's why
you go to look for work, wanakuuliza, can you record data? You don't know because you've never been exposed to your collection ama recording ama whatever.
Ningeambiwa saa hizi ni advice mtu ungekuwa uanze wapi ndio uanze uende hiyo finance, economics, statistics. You do CPA. Then you go now do your degree ama degree nini hizo zote. And then CPA is best. Because what
I've not done CPA. I want to enroll in January.
Because what CASNEP is teaching is what is actually happening in the field. Even the tax rate. Once the tax rate ikichange kwa finance bill, also unapata tax zao zinachange. So unapata uko more updated. So unapata the difference with CASNEP and the field is that in the field we use a lot of softwares. Unapata, but in the CASNEP unaandika.
But I cannot advise someone to do that. You know why? Because the immediately you finish campus, let me say, if I could have done my CPA earlier on, Ninge West, because at that time I was still 18 years. You know, you're not serious. Aujui hata where the world is going. But ukimaliza shule, ndo una realize it is a moving world.
If I ask you, nikileta 2 students hapa, First year campus na first year CPA. You can easily tell me who is a serious student between the two. Unapata the campus student bado hata hajajua kusoma, but the way ukiingia hiyo class ya CPA on the first day ndio utajua the seriousness yenye iko juu. Unapatana na mtu amefanya hiyo unit for the 6, anafanya for the last time, ndio arudishiwe unit zote. So unapata your concentration and focus unapata iko more kuliko ile yenye umeenda direct university. Now also it has an advantage. After that you can go and get exemption, and also you can be employed as ukifanya degree. But now ukiangalia degree lazima ukuwe na degree and then you must have CPA certain part.
Kama mimi sasa I'm supposed to do CPA.
Yes. Because even me I know, but so unapata na the moment ukishaanza degree then ukirudi CPA itakuwa challenge because you are not used to read. Unatumia PDF watu unapata CPA itakuwa challenge. Anyway, so tutapata a class that we will discuss about that.